Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Simply Cinnamon, and if you're new here, welcome. So I'm calling this video the Boom Do-Over. Why? Because I was really not happy with the last video I did on how I conceal my under eyes. I just really felt it could have been better. So it's my channel and I can do what I want, so I decided I am going to redo this video because I know I can do it better. So that's what this video is about. So I've already done my skincare. I have my eyebrows on. I have already primed my face. So the next step for me is to start with my under eyes. I do not use foundation unless I'm going to like an event and I really want like flawless skin. I'll only use it to cover up, discolorations. But on a daily basis, I don't use it. For me, that's just how I do my makeup. So the first thing I do when I am getting ready to do my under eyes is I will go in with coconut oil. Now this is just an empty container. It had eyeshadow primer in it. So I, used it all up. What I did is I took coconut oil, I melted it down, and I poured it back in here and I stuck it back in the freezer to let it reharden. So I have next to me, if you've seen any of my other videos, I always boast about using a clean washcloth on your face. Now, this is a washcloth that I use in my morning skincare routine, and I have it sitting next to me. It's a little damp still, which is what I like because I like to, if I'm working with a concealer or foundation or something of that nature, I mainly use my hands to apply that kind of stuff. I just feel like the heat from my hands really emulsifies the product and helps me get it into my skin much better. And because the towel is damp, I can add moisture back to my fingertips if need be. So what I do is I'll take my finger and I'll swirl it around in the coconut oil and I will go under my eye. Now, I'm not a, makeup artist, clearly. So if you're oily skin type, I'm not sure how this would work for you. I mainly use the coconut oil so that I can get that under eye as supple as possible because, as we age, we get those lines and creases and wrinkles here. And when you put on concealer or foundation or anything like that, it can set in there and just make it look worse. So I just keep going in and I'll bring it up like towards my temple, bring it into the corner of my eye. And I know it seems like a lot, but it's for me and my skin type, it really isn't. So that's the first thing that I do. Then I take the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and when I tell you only need a tiny bit, I'm not even kidding. I mean, like that much is going to do both of my eyes. I mean, that's really not a lot. So what I'll do is I will take my fingertip and kind of just pat it in there like that. And I have my mirror here, so I'm going to kind of look here and here, okay? So I'm going to go right under here, and I'm going to just keep tapping it in. Tapping it in. Anybody know what movie that's from? Tapping it in. So I'm going to put my finger, I keep going like this because I know it seems weird how I'm doing it, but it works for me. So I'm just going to keep tapping my hand on my face and kind of back on my damp towel. Just keep adding moisture. And then I'm going to do my other side. And I'm going to come all the way up to my temple, inside, down my nose. Because we sometimes can get discoloration like right around here. A little bit more. And I really like press it into my skin and wet my fingertips. And it doesn't say it, but let me tell you, it also really helps covering up pores and brightening up this area. So I'm just going to bring it down the bridge of my nose and I'm going to press it in. And I do have a primer on, a pore minimizing primer. So that helps, So I'm just going to, little tiny bit more. I actually still have like a decent amount on my hand. So there we go. Just like that. I don't really go up on my eyelids because I do use a an eyeshadow primer, and I don't want too much product on my eyelid. So down my nose, just like that. I actually have to wipe some away. Okay, so that's step one for me. Then what I'll do is I'll go in with the Garnier Clearly Brighter. It's on a rollie. And I got this at either Rite Aid or Walgreens or CVS, Target, anywhere has it. And I'll just go right under my eye. Just like that. And down my nose a little bit. Now, for this, when I'm ready to do this part, I got, this is called Ready Set Radiant. It's a skin mist. It's from Tarte. This was probably between $20 and $30, but a little bit goes a long way. And I'll spray my beauty blender. And this I do use a wet beauty blender because I just find for this product it goes on better for me. I'm back and forth. I know. And bring it up to my temple, down the side of my nose, bridge of my nose, up to my temple. This stuff is great. It's got vitamins and minerals in it. It really does help the skin give like a glow and an luminosity to it. I also use this when I use a powder. The only powder I really use on my face is a bronzer and blush. So when I get that to that part of my makeup, I'll spray my face with it and just tap my beauty blender in, and it kind of takes that powdery look away and just leaves a glow on the skin. So I'll go in with that. And then the last step for me to really, really brighten me up under there is, this is also from Tarte. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. This is also from Tarte. It's their Shape Tape. Now, I found for me, I loved the fact that it really, you know, brightened me up like a lot under my under eye. But for me, I was finding it hard to work with this product because it is really super thick. And even if I used like the tiniest amount, it still was like not, it was settling in my lines and just, it didn't really work for me. And I'm thinking, well, you know, geez, I don't even remember how much this was, maybe between $20 and $40. And I haven't always spent this kind of money on makeup, by the way. You know, I do use some drugstore stuff too. So just a little FYI. So anywho, I was like, I spent all this money on it. Like I want to figure out how to use it. So what I did was, how can I make it the consistency thinner for me to work with? And I added some Moroccan Argan Oil to it. I probably could have added coconut oil to it, but you know, I had Moroccan Argan Oil. So I just added it into the thing. Now, it did change the color ever so slightly in the canister, but when I put it on my skin, it kind of oxidized. So, you know, I was able to use it just fine. Now, I only, when I say with this stuff too, a tiny bit, I really mean just a tiny bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like right along here. I call it my smile line. My eyes are smiling right along here. Okay, just right where that circle is. Just a tiny bit. Just like that. And again, I'll spray my beauty blender a little bit, and I'll go right in with that. If I'm having a great skin day and my circles aren't too bad and the darkness is not too bad, I won't even use that Tarte Shape Tape. I'll just use the concealer and the Garnier. And I just like press it into my skin really, really well. Okay. I just bring it down and up. So that is how I conceal my under eyes. Now, I'm actually getting ready to go out. Today's my wedding anniversary with my husband. 6 years, even though we've been together for 16. We've been married for only 6 of those years. So I'm getting ready to go out. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, so I'm back. This is the finished look. You know, I just want to be a little more glammed up today because I'm gonna go out with my husband for our anniversary. But so this is the finished look. My hair is really not done yet. I just took it out of the bun. So again, I use, after my skincare, I will use coconut oil under my eyes. Then I'll start with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. Then I'll use my Garnier Clearly Brighter. And if I really need that extra boost of brightness under my eyes, I'll go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't always use this. And I'll use either my fingers or a damp beauty blender. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions on how I achieve this look, or are you interested in me doing like a get ready with me and like a little chit chat thing so I can tell you about myself a little bit more as I'm putting on my makeup and talk about, you know, what I'm using, and you guys can see how I apply it. Please let me know. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me if you did. I'm sending you light and I'm sending you love. Be blessed. Have a great day, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Take care.